Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now this is what if Deku had an ice quirk called Jack Frost. Think 14. Let me double check this real fast. Yep, it's 14. Before we begin our What If, I need to run down some information about another What If that I just recently made. You guys quite enjoyed my exiled vampire Deku What If. That will continue. On one of my days off. So majority of my what ifs are usually for my rubies. All my days off are usually for my ruby what ifs. But one day out of that will be vampire deku. Exile vampire deku or whatever I called it. I don't really remember it right now. I think it was what if deku is a pure blooded exile vampire. I think that's how I named the title. But whatever. Yes, that will either be on either Monday, Tuesday, not Wednesday, because I know Wednesdays are usually strictly for my Ruby stuff. Don't know when I'll post on Wednesday, but one of those days you'll see another episode of my Vampire What If, and some of the comments I had asking if he's going to UA. I'm not totally sure. I might. This might be. I was planning to make that to a custom what if custom story. So I don't really see it in a sorry, in the story itself why he would go to UA. There's really no point for him to go there. I mean, in the story, it doesn't make no sense. He has no hero. He's not like Canon Deku. He doesn't look up to heroes. He doesn't want to go to UA. He has power, so I really don't see him going to UA. Really, I just really don't see it happening. So I guess most likely he's not going to go to UA. I mean, he might pop in, maybe in the USJ attack, but yeah, he has no interest in being a hero. I mean, he finds the whole hero thing, interesting, but I don't see him actually attempting to be a hero. That really doesn't roll with his character. And Togo would be stick near to Ezekiel of all time, so I really don't see it happening. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I totally forgot Ezeku's aunt's name and Ezeku's sister in his what if, but it's Luna for the aunt and Kennedy for the sister. I had to I had to go back and rewatch an earlier episode to figure out their names because I totally forget. So my bad on that. Now let's get on to our story because I already wasted almost 5 minutes. It's at three, like almost 4 minutes. So let's get on to our what if. Because of the USJ attack, they were given let's see, don't want to give them too much time off. Let's say they school gave the students about 2 weeks off, and sorry, and and the dorm system's already in place because it's a college, so it's already in place. So they already had it, so they don't need to go through the whole asking permission to parents and stuff like that. That doesn't happen. They are all in before UA. The dormitory system was already implemented, and plus because of Izuku was at the USJ, there was really no really drawback at all. The Hero Suppress Task Force took care of the situation. All Might did get, All Might get looked down upon a little bit because he was not fast enough, but everything is considered, the press wasn't too hard on UA because they had one teacher, injured. I think that was 13, but beyond that, nothing really happened. As Izuku sees Momo and Shota on the couch, as he gets right behind him, as he is, he makes his present knows, as he's like, oh, is Izuku? What's going on? Are you feeling all right, Izuku, from what happened at the USJ? And she's like, I'm fine. I'm fine, Mama. Thanks for your concern. I'm just informing you that I'll be going to the hair support course class. If you need me, I'll be over there. As Momo and Shota's like, what are you going over there for? I have to get a I have to get a hero gear made before the sports festival. As sports festival, yeah, it's that time of year. UA does the typical sports festival. As it clicks fine to Momo as she, smacks her forehead. Of course, the sports festival makes sense. I suggest you girls get ready for the sports festival ahead of time. I suggest you get your hero gear made or modified and sign it out before it comes around that time. As Momo and Shota grab his arm as they follow Izuku. Take it, you're going. Of course, Izuku. I'm not going to leave you alone with. I know exactly who you're going there for. That girl, Melissa Shield, I believe her name was. I'm just getting her to get my hero gear. Nothing else. Nothing. I know. I still don't like you hanging around other girls, though. As Shota is a lot more, Momo, Momo trusts Izuku, but Shota is a little more. She does. It's not like she doesn't trust him. She doesn't trust other girls. So, a short pause in the story for those who don't remember. The person that Izuku helped in school, the quirkless girl, was Melissa Shield that I added on later on. I told the part after I did that. I mentioned it was Melissa Shield. So yeah, so this is Melissa is in hero support. Oh, sorry, the support course with Mina Hashida because everyone's UA is going on a week or 2 week break. Not a lot of people are in hero support tasks. Oh, sorry, not that. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up. No one's in the support course class room. Only Melissa. As Melissa sees Izuku, as she rushes over, Izuku, you're here. And she's like, oh, Momo and Shota, I believe. Yeah, Shota. It's nice to see you too. It's a pleasure to see you, Melissa. As she's holding a briefcase, that, it's a little case. As she flops on a table, as she opens it up, as there's two bracelets. These are the ones. These are. This is what the blueprints you sent over to me. This is what I came up with. Izuku, I hope this is. This is all you. Sorry. I hope this is what you wanted. You said you gave me a free way on what you didn't really have a special way you wanted them made, besides what the purpose of them for. As he takes off his collar or necklace thing, as he flops the bracelets on, they seem work pretty. They seem really good marksmanship. Melissa, like always, you always make awesome. You always make awesome stuff. Thanks, Izuku. Because of you, I'm even in a support class. Sorry, the support course class. Sorry, guys. Give me. Shota and Momo are they grabbed Izuku's wrists. They're looking at the bracelet. Momo doesn't want to admit it, but it looks well made. As Izuku's, well, guess his only thing left is for me to test it. It's a live battle. With a live battle test. As Momo and Shota like, what do you mean live battle test? Ah, good, you're here. I don't have to search for you, Izuku. Come follow me to the testing area. As Melissa, you too. After all, you're the one who designed this new tech. You need to be. You need to see your handiwork. See how well your invention does. She's yes, Miss Luna. Yeah, Luna. As Izuku goes in one of the battle arenas they have for the where they test out quirks in those arena places where they basically kind of like the where they the scenery how they did the quirk is the entrance exam, basically that type of battle area. As you have Izuku standing in the middle, as you have Luna, Melissa, Momo, Shota, Izuku's sister. She wants to see how Izuku's doing. So Nejire, tagged along because they're friends. As as little sorry. As Kennedy and Nejire are walking, as she noticed the battle. Oh, sorry, the screens as Izuku's in one of the live testing areas. She bypassed the observing room by accident as she says, "That's my aunt. What's going on?" As she looks out the window, as she sees Izuku, as, "Hello, aunt. What's this about? Shouldn't my brother be, relaxing for the sports festival?" As Nejire sees Izuku, yes, huh? Yeah, go figure. You're, yeah, you guys definitely look alike. As as Kennedy, don't even think about it, Nejire. He's my brother. Such a pity. As Momo and Shota, and I believe you upset my brother's girlfriends, I guess. As Nejire, girlfriends? Yeah, apparently my brother's seeing two girls apparently now. Can never keep track of that kid. So what's exactly going on, Aunt? Ezekiel over here is testing out some new hero equipment that Ms. Shield over here made. As he goes onto his comm system in his ear, "Alright, Aunt, I'm in position. Send whatever you have. Send a package." As a helicopter comes flying through, as it drops a big crate, as it flops down to the ground, as everyone's is confused what's going on. As the door of the crate flies off, flies out, as everyone sees his robot come out. I have a picture of it, so but as you so you finally had it operational, Aunt. Finally. I almost forgot I was talking and apparently I didn't have record on or I didn't press record. My bad. As everyone sees the door of the crate flies open. or flies, just goes flying against, like, hits the back of a wall. As everyone sees this black and blue robot, as it stands still after it walks closer to Izuku. Don't worry, girls. Don't worry, you two. My nephew will be quite alright. This test is not only to serve Izuku's new hero gear, but this is a good test for Izuku's little creation here to see how well it does against them. As everyone's looking at, Melissa was quite confused too. Wait, what do you mean Izuku's invention? This is Izuku's handiwork. He gave the engineers everything they need. He gave them the blueprints. He wanted to get this as soon as ready, but unfortunately, our attention were on more important things. Only recently, the engineers from uh from my organization was finally able to create the final product. Cold Stone activate. As the robot activates, disengage all safety protocols. Main target Izuku Midoriya. Lethal force authorize. Disengage all further commands. Izuku, what are you doing? This is not what we agreed upon. And relax. I changed it. Damn it, nephew. As the robot pulls the sword out his side, as it grabs the hilt, grabs as it swings it, as he's nowhere near the blade, but while he swings it, a row of ice spikes come shooting out Izuku, as Izuku had to dodge it out of the way, as the robot grabs Izuku by the face and throws him against the wall. As Izuku lays in the wall and dentured into the wall, ah, maybe I should have I made that one a little too good. I need to get serious. As Izuku jumps out of the wall, starts charging at the robot, as he creates ice surrounded all around his whole arm, making a blade. As he goes into slot, as he goes into attack it, as one sword slash after another, the robot and Izuku starts clashing with his ice blade, with the sword. As Izuku jumps backwards, as you see several ice shards above the robot, as Izuku, as they all come crashing down at the robot, as Izuku finally puts his hand on the ground. Now, he could have. That's not really his trigger for the attack. It's just by the time he had one knee on the ground and one hand on the ground, the attack come falling down on the robot. Threat minor, as you know, a threat. Sorry, attack. Ice base element, threat level 1. As the robots, reflecting all the ice shards coming strictly towards the robot. As Ezekiel creates a big ice spear, as he pulls his hand back, as he tosses it at the robot. As the robot, as they make contact, as the robot steps backwards a little bit, as Ezekiel continues to throw these ice spears at it constantly, as the robot slowly walking towards Izuku, as it's getting damaged pretty hard, pretty fast. Kennedy rushes over to the window as she's never seen these attacks. As she looks at her aunt, What's going on? I've never seen my brother use these type of attacks before. As a skeleton forms around Izuku, that big eye skeleton. I definitely haven't seen that. Explain. As Luna's like, your brother has been keeping a lot of attacks hidden from people. I've actually only seen this attack twice. As Izuku's skeleton fully forms, as the skeleton creates an ice scythe in one hand, as he shoots shards of ice at the robot, as it's getting closer, as the skeleton swings his right hand, as a ice scythe comes swarming down head first into the robot, as the robot blocks it with his shield, with his sword, as it there's a big imprint into the ground as the pavement's cracking. As the robot sparking, as Izuku came from behind it, as he creates a he created an ice scythe as he swings right in the middle of the back of it, piercing the metal. As the robot gets sliced in half, as the huge metal skeleton dissipates into water, as the robot shuts down. Huh. As Izuku examined it, I definitely need to give him a better defense. Maybe some sort of shielding, especially in the back. If I'm able to take it down so easily, then this thing's not operational for a field combat. But these hero items that Melissa made work amazing. I don't have to take off my I don't have to take it off to use my more advanced moves. Perfect. This will definitely come in handy in the near future. But I'm nowhere near powerful enough to go up against Diablo. I need something more. What I have now. I need a finisher move. That's a one-hit kill. And Coldstone needs a calibration in it in the he needs a calibration in the reflexes. He's too sluggish. I'm gonna have to start from scratch again. As all right, Aunt, I got what I wanted from the fight. Come to the the observer room, Izuku. Yeah, on my way, ma'am. As soon as Momo and Shota saw Izuku, yeah, they rush over there to make sure he's alright. As Izuku's like, don't worry, Momo and Shota, I'm fine. That thing was nowhere near the unit's nowhere near I need it to be. But it's a good first step. Well, little brother, you've been hiding things from me. Hi, sis, I didn't realize you were here. I was trying to keep this hush hush. I don't like it when you leave things from me, little brother. As she flicks his forehead. But it seems you're getting gooder. It seems like you're getting better. You might have a chance at beating me. But what I want to know is why did you create it? According to our lovely aunt, it says this is your doing. Simple, sister. As a member of the Hero Support Task Force, there need to be something that could take me down if ever I get corrupted or someone had a way to control my body with a quirk. There need to be a protocol in place to take me down. My powers are way too more. My powers are way. Oh, sorry. My quirk is way too powerful to leave unchecked. As Momo and Shota looked at Izuku, as Melissa, you created that to take you down. That robot is designed to kill you. Correct, Melissa. Only on worst case scenarios. Why would he go that far? Simple, Melissa. My quirk is way too powerful. I already had you test. You've seen my quirk in action. You know what I'm talking about. I know, but you wouldn't never do something like that. Yeah, me personally, I wouldn't be do. But what if someone came along and had like a mind control quirk? A lot of people die. I will not have my quirk be used to kill people that don't deserve it. As Kinde looks at Aunt, was this your idea? As no, dear niece, this was your brother's idea. He was very clear on there needed to be something to put him in check in case he ever lost control or certain situations occurred. But the test was a failure. The test was it failed in his test. It needs to be taken back to the base, and we need to implement some sort of shielding in the back area, specifically the back area. Shielding would be I would like shielding all around, but if we can't do the front, we definitely need to take care of the back. That's its blind spot. The reflexes of the machine needs to be tuned up. But the only problem is the power source. That's going to be another hurdle that I'm going to have to figure out down the line. But beyond that, everything else was a success. Especially your hero support gear you made for me, Melissa. I'm able to use more advanced techniques without taking them off. You did remarkable work, Melissa. If I were you, sis, I would ask Melissa for assistance for any hero gear you need. She's quite talented. Mother agrees with me with that at least. As they get as they leave that area, go back to their dorms. As Ezekiel, I'm gonna head to sleep. I'm tired. I'm wiped out from the testing. As Momo and Shota Todoroki kiss Ezekiel in the cheek. As like, good night. We'll see you tomorrow. As they Ezekiel goes to bed. As Momo and we need to talk. As they both said at the same time. As yeah, let's go to the roof. As they go up to the roof. What what do you want to talk about, Momo? We need to talk about Ezekiel. Like the whole thing with what we told him before we went to UA. Agreed. I want to talk to that as well. Either way, who he picks, he's going to hurt one of us. So I was thinking about what that Mina girl said. I was too, Shota. But would you think he would even go agree to it? He won't have a choice. That's what we're doing. We're going to we're going to share him. But oh, sorry guys. I need to start doing that. But I do want to go on a private date with him. You don't you feel you don't you feel the same? As Momo's like, yeah, I do. So how about this, Momo? According to what I remember of the previous sports festivals, they there's a chance there might be a mock battle. 1-1. If we fate, I'm gonna win, and whoever wins the sports festival get to take on get to take Izuku. We get to go on the Izuku self one on one date with one of us. Don't you agree? Then the next date, one of us could take the other date after that. What's your thoughts on that, Momo? Agreed. But let's team up until the mock battle. Then we could see who gets to go on the separate date. I don't know how to pronounce that right. Give me a second. I need to rethink this. And this would help from not put Ezekiel in a tough spot for picking one of us, so it works fine with me. But I'm gonna win it because I'm the one who's gonna take Ezekiel on a date without no one else being around. As Shota and Miss Todoroki giving they're fired up. They already know about the sports festival because of Izuku. So Izuku knows about the sports festival because of his aunt. His aunt knew about the sports festival because of Nezu. So yeah, so they know about the sports festival early on, and so we're gonna probably stop it there. Yeah, I was hoping to get into sports festival, but I need to get some information through how he got the bracelets and what they do. So they basically are more advanced versions of the bracelet. They only like they've the Hero Supporters Task Force hasn't created bracelets, but that's why Izuku needed something that was able to use his quirk with having it on. So he's continually training his quirk with the bracelets or the necklace. It's always constantly training his quirk to regulate his how much cold he produce. Now Momo and Shota are having a little competition with themselves. See who gets to take Izuku on a date without the other being around. And the next day, the other one gets the day after the first one. Whoever wins the sports festival. So that's how they're going to do their whole little competition with each other. So I hope you guys have a good night and day. Judge my time zones. See you guys later. Bye.